from St. Joseph College of Communication. I am Rosie Joseph, faculty of SJCC. Third semester BCom, Financial Markets and Operation. In third sem, we have 5 modules. First one deals with the Indian financial system. Second one is primary market. Third chapter deals with the secondary market. And the fourth one is mutual fund. And the last one is derivatives. Okay, let's move on to the first module, that is Indian financial system. Savings and investment. Savings and investment are the main 2 important financial aspects of an economy. Saving is defined as is a non-consumption of income. Simply, saving means income minus consumption. The main objective of saving is to earn interest income and to meet the future needs and contingencies. Whereas, investment refers to the purchase of productive equipments like machinery, land, building, inventories, etc. The person who wants to invest to do so from their personal savings. Okay, let's move on next topic, that is financial intermediaries. Financial intermediary is an entity that acts as the middleman between 2 parties in a financial transaction, such as commercial bank, investment bank, and mutual fund. It provides a number of benefits to the average consumers like the safety, liquidity, etc. Okay, what is financial intermediation? Saving is mobilized by an institutional mechanism called the financial system. This financial system converts saving into investment. Financial system receives financial resources from the surplus area or units of the economy in the form of savings, and to transfer them to the deficit units of the economy through lending activity. It is collectively known as financial intermediation. Then, finance. As we all know, finance is the lifeblood of every business or human activity. It is termed as a science of money. Traditionally, finance can be classified into 5: public finance, private finance, personal finance, business finance, and finance of non-profit organization. Okay, let's see what is public finance. Public finance means the sources of funds of public authority like the central government, state government, and local government. Private finance. It is concerned with the requirements, the receipts and disbursements in the case of an individual, profit-seeking organization, and a non-profit-seeking organization. Personal finance. Individuals and households require funds to meet their day-to-day requirements and for buying capital goods. Business finance. It is concerned with the financial requirements of all type of business activities and finance of non-profit organization. It includes cooperative societies, charitable institutions like colleges, hospitals, schools, etc. These all comes under finance of non-profit organization. These are the main classification of finance. These are public finance, private finance, personal finance, business finance, and finance of non-profit organization. Okay, let's move on to the main topic, financial system. What is financial system? Financial system refers to a set of activity which facilitate transfer of resources from servers to borrowers. It comprises of financial institutions, financial instruments, financial markets, and financial services. Financial system may be defined as a set of institutions, instruments, and market which fosters savings and channelize them to their most efficient use. It will regulate all economic units like the government, household, institution, individuals, etc. Okay, let's move on to features of financial system. First feature, organized and unorganized financial markets are part of financial system. Financial system consists of organized and unorganized financial market. Okay, what about organized financial market? Organized financial market is a formal market and is governed by a set of rules and regulations and controlled by a set of market regulators. In India, organized markets comes under the purview of MOF, Ministry of Finance, MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, SEBI, RBI, and other market regulators. And financial system also includes unorganized financial market. Unorganized financial market is an informal arrangement or a market. Is an informal arrangement for financial intermediation by people or individuals or firm characterized by exorbitant interest rate and a non-standardized procedure, and it is completely out of the purview of the market regulators. Second one, it regulates transaction between various economic units. Financial system regulates the transaction between various economic units like the government, households, industry, individuals, etc. Next, it provides a linkage between depositors and investors. Through financial intermediation, financial system receives financial resources from the surplus area of the economy in the form of savings and transfer it to the shortage area through lending activities. So it acts as a mediator between depositor and investor. Next one, it promotes efficient allocation of financial resources. Financial system provides inputs in the form of cash, credit, and asset in financial resources for the production. Next one, it promotes economic development. Financial system plays a vital role in economic development of a country. Economic activities and growth are greatly facilitated by a financial system that mobilizes savings and spread it into the needy people. The growth of financial system means growth of investment and savings. It leads to economic development. Next one, it facilitates expansion of financial markets. As we all know, financial market is a place where the financial assets are created or transferred. It is an institutional mechanism. It is a place where the financial assets are transferred, like the stock and bonds, shares, futures and options, loans and advances, etc. Okay, these are the main features of financial system. It consists of organized and unorganized financial market. It regulates the transaction between various economic units. It provides a linkage between depositors and investors. It promotes efficient allocation of financial resources. It promotes economic development, and it facilitates expansion of financial markets. Indian financial system. Indian financial system consists of organized and unorganized sectors. Organized market or organized sectors consist of a well-integrated and arranged subsystems of financial institutions, markets and services, which facilitate easy flow of funds. In India, organized sectors comes under the purview of MOF, Ministry of Finance, MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, and other market regulators. RBI and SEBI plays an important role in Indian financial system. Okay, what are the role of RBI? RBI is the authority for the creation and control of currency and credit. It is an apex organization which regulates and controls banking and other financial institutions. The RBI Act 1934, along with the Banking Regulation Act 1949 and some other act, provides a wide range of powers to RBI to control the financial institutions. Government securities, money market, foreign exchange markets are controlled by RBI. In 1994, Board for Financial Supervision, BFS, was set up under RBI. The primary objective of BFS is to undertake a consolidated supervision of financial sector comprising of commercial banks, financial institutions and non-banking financial companies. Okay, what is non-banking financial company? NBFC. NBFC is a company registered under the Companies Act 1956 and is engaged in the business of loans and advances, leasing, hire purchase, insurance business and chit funds, and does not include any institution whose primary business is that of industrial activity, agricultural activity and sale and purchase of immovable property, and all the non-banking financial companies registered with the RBI. Okay, then next one, role of SEBI. Securities and Exchange Board of India was established on April 12, 1992. SEBI regulates the security market, which is a major component of Indian financial system. SEBI monitors the activities of the capital market, market intermediaries, mutual funds, foreign institutional investors, etc. SEBI Act and Security Act provides a wide range of powers to SEBI to control capital market. Okay, next one, unorganized market. In Indian financial system, it includes unorganized market also. Unorganized market is a market or a place, is an informal arrangement for financial intermediation by individuals or firms characterized by exorbitant interest rate, non-standardized procedure, and it is completely out from the purview of the market regulators. Thank you.